Hello everyone, and welcome to Loganic One-Shots, featuring Last Will, developed and published by Lizard Factory. This is an adventure puzzle game, and I've been putting quite a bit of time into it, and I figured it's about time that I show you guys what this game is all about, and let you guys know what my opinions are of it. Anyway, so the game has two different modes. You can play casual mode, which doesn't set a time limit, or you could play the way you're supposed to, which is solve the rooms against the clock. That's what we're gonna be doing. And alright, so we have 64 minutes to complete 5 rooms. And so yeah, that's what this is. It's a really good puzzle game. I'm gonna tell you guys what I like about it, what I dislike about it. One of the things I really like is a lot of puzzle games hold your hand or give you too much leniency when it comes to completing the puzzles. And this game just, it lets you do what you gotta do. Alright, so move around. If you're familiar with the Amnesia style of controls and things like that, then this should be pretty easy for you to get the hang of. So we have our lantern. Of course, you gotta have a lantern. This game isn't really a horror game, but I don't know, it's strange. It does have horror elements without being a horror game. There's no jump scares, but the atmosphere is kind of creepy. Anyway, 10 fish I caught without an eye, and 9 without a tail. Half of 8 and 6 missing heads landed in my pail. Who can tell me, as I ask it, how many fish are in my basket? Well, none of the fish are whole. I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you guys that some of the puzzles are repeats. They do try to add in, I believe they said, new puzzles every 2 weeks, so there's always something new. But for now, since I've been playing this a lot, there are a lot of puzzles that I understand. Weight in my belly, trees on my back, nails in my ribs, feet I do lack. Now, that one's confusing. And there's no punishment for really messing around with the puzzles. If you're lazy, you can just cycle through letters and try different things, and you'll never really never get punished for it. So there's that, and we can just cycle through these until we find a answer that could possibly be right. Or we can, let's see, weight in my belly, trees on my back, nails in my ribs, feet I do lack. Why do I feel like this should be easy and it's not? Ship. Trees on my back, weight on my belly, nails in my ribs. Weird. I don't really understand that one, but the game seems to have gone it for us. Anyway, plate of old-timey confections, almost super glued to the plate. Was the old man expecting visitors or beta testers? Oh ho ho. All right, what are you? If the highest aim of a captain were to preserve his ship, he would keep it in port forever. Now, this is the story to the game. Basically, your grandfather invited you to his mansion. You guys can pause this and read it if you want to. I'm not going to keep it up there. But your grandfather invited you to his mansion because you have to collect your inheritance. But he's not just going to give it to you. No, 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 no. There are too many people who get free things without working for it. So instead, he's decided to challenge you. And if you can solve all the puzzles... Hold on one second. Inside me the seeker found grassy hills all year round. From tree and cattle I have sprung, with tales that I have never sung. Free thinkers wish to make me, but as the fire bathe me, you know I can ruin lands, or teach you skills right from your hands. It's not a door. Let's see. That is the sound. Let's see if I can find it. The clock is constantly ticking down. So you really are... Furniture can be moved. Is there a reason to move it? Ah, there is a letter behind it. I didn't even notice that before. Alright. What number do you get when you multiply all the numbers on a telephone pad? No freaking clue. That's not something I actually have to remember. Each stroke of the bell, 8 minutes in hell. Each line for the hand, 8 minutes demand. So yeah, you're invited to the mansion. The twist is, you are limited with time. And by the end of the time... Beer. No. Of course not. Bees! Look. Huh. At the end of the time, there are ignition switches laid all around the house, and you, as well as your fortune, will be burned alive. Well, I'm pretty sure you can escape, but the money that you would make certainly would not. I don't think this is the right way. Wrong staircase. This is the one I want. Holy shit, are we playing a frickin' marathon sprinter or something? Alright, the office. This puzzle I've come across, and I still haven't gotten the hang of it yet. So we'll read the note right here. It says, at this desk I steered my life through letters and contracts, always believing I could steer in any direction that I desired, but I soon discovered that fate had other plans for me. Now, once again, you guys can pause, go back and read it if you want. Steering this wheel, it messes with the cards on the banister. Now, if you read the note, there are certain hints about what does what. Drawers empty. You can't open these. Both of them are locked. But if you read the note, it is someone from the cleaning service saying that they're no longer doing it because reasons. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and turn this wheel a few times. The first hint on the letter is that I steered my life through letters and contracts, always believing I could steer in any direction that I desired. But I soon discovered that fate had other plans for me, and I was nowhere near being the captain of the world around me. So, there is a world tarot card. We just need to find it. There we go. I think that's the world. That is the world. But I don't think that's what we need to do. I haven't quite figured out how to make this work 100% of the time. He does say steer any way, so maybe we just randomly just throw the wheel in different directions. It still landed on the world. Come on. Did that do anything? No. Trying to think of what... Maybe it's anything but the world. We switch it over to... I didn't mean to do that. Why do you keep landing on that? Stop it. I don't know. I have no clue. I mean, we could go through each individual card if we wanted to. Turn that light on. Maybe. Oh, wait. I think I know what we have to do here. What card is it on? It's on Justice. I don't think it's Justice, but we can check. No, it is not. This is a really, really difficult and annoying puzzle. Okay, maybe it's the hermit? Ah, ha, there's a book. So, now that we have the hermit, maybe now going to the world? Or something? I don't know. Let's... One more over here. There we go. That's the world. Nothing. Okay, so maybe we had the hermit, not the world. I think we tried justice. What could it be? Hello? Ah! We got a key! Yes! Now we close that. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the key in here. Very nice. Okay. Now then. One thing that's really weird when you're playing this game that you can't really see, but the game tries to go for that realistic, slow movement. So when you press a key, I'm pretty sure you guys can hear my keyboard. There's a slight delay when you actually start moving and when you stop moving, compared to when you press and let go of the key. Takes a while to get used to, but you eventually do. It's just something that I thought was kind of weird. Captain of the world around me. I dream back the days when I aided my countrymen during the war with my scientific studies. They saw me as a magician, but sadly never understood that true science overcomes any hocus pocus. Magician, huh? A magician or justice? That's the magician. Alright. Oh, we forgot the important step. Turning the actual key, which unlocks this. And it comes with a book. The Children of the Cold. Man, my grandfather must have... my grandfather seemed to... That was a typo. Seems to have an obsession with obscure books. Okay. Well. So. Saw him as a magician, but what? Sadly, never understood that true science overcome any hocus pocus. What would that be classified as? Not a hermit. That's the magician again. Wouldn't be the tower, would it? No, we don't need to open up that drawer anymore. Stop. Also, I should make a mention that they do say that, accidentally leaving the drawers open. So if any of them are open, this isn't gonna turn. So everything has to be perfectly shut. Ugh. Controls are weird depending on where you're standing. If you're standing here, you need to move the mouse up and down. If you're standing over here, you move it left and right. It's kind of strange. Alright, well then. Maybe it really was just supposed to go to the magician then. Which I believe is this one, right? Yes. I want a key, game. Just give me a key. And it's awkward now that I think about it, the way that the doors work depending on where you're at. Because, I mean, even standing here, I have to move it left and right. Even though I want to move it diagonally because it looks like you want to open it from the side, like this. And, yeah, it doesn't work. It's kind of off-putting. Let's see. Trying to think of... This is justice, right? Does justice hold the key? Well, the book disappeared. Okay. Maybe there's a second part that I'm not getting. Some claim that my state of mind is simple, but I've turned simply because I have turned my back on the world. But looking back, I don't feel it is worth paying attention to. So would it be magician and then the world? Then go. And I know it's very hard for you guys to see in the video. That wasn't the world. That was the hermit. That's not going to be it. I messed up. I don't know if this is actually like a safe combination either. Like, do I have to turn it left like 3 times and then right and then left again? I have completed this puzzle before. So, there it is. So it was the world that was next. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and put this key here. Give it a nice little turn. Which opens up a secret passage. And we're going to read the last line. So if the world was the last one, that was that one. But looking back, I don't feel like it's worth paying attention to. My former friends think of me as a recluse, a hermit, cut off from his surroundings. They do not understand that only in solitude can one seek perfection. Well then. Oh. One of these is not closed all the way. It's you, isn't it? Okay. That should be it. Well then, that would mean that the last one is the hermit, right? Which is you. You're the hermit. Open up. Give me a key. Wow, that was way faster than all the other ones. Okay, yeah. Last key. Give it a turn. Open up. Oh, wrong way. Okay, so yeah, making progress. I believe the game is random each time you play it. You have different puzzles that you'll come across, and the mansion just kind of gets randomized with different puzzles in the mix. I must confess, I am amazed by your recent findings. I would never imagine that applying specific electrical impulses can make butterflies contract and expand in this manner, long after they are dead. I know this was just a side project for you, but if you would care to share your methods with my associates at Entomology Society, at the Entomology Society, we can both benefit greatly. Would love to hear from you, Alan Rooney, head of the Baltimore Entomology Society. This is a puzzle I have not been able to complete. It is a very difficult puzzle, which involves these butterflies and these buzzers. And why is there a book here? What book is this? What did I do to deserve this? Those were the words that rung in my head when I happily gave my vows to Edmund. But now I find myself repeating those same words to myself, and the darkness has crept into the meaning of everything, just as it does in this house. I feel like a ghost, a whisper echoing down the halls. We seem to be living in 2 separate worlds, him and I. In fact, every day that goes by, I find myself reassuring that I still exist. Huh. So apparently your grandfather's been going crazy. So what do we do about these butterflies? Do we make them expand? Or do we make them... I think we have to make all of them expand to their full length. But if you go over here, you can see each ring of the buzzer changes the size of the butterflies. And it changes a bunch of different butterflies. It doesn't just change a certain set. So if these match up with each other... By the way, that is a terrible sound. Holy... Why did... That is the only buzzer that's messed up. And it's the most annoying sound ever. We could run around like crazy, just messing with all these different... You've got to be fucking kidding me. That was me messing around. That was me not even trying. I spent an hour on this puzzle. And I still couldn't do it. I am so pissed right now. I am so freaking... Door. This isn't a horror game. It's a puzzle adventure game. You don't slam behind me in a dark area. In fact, you know what? Hold on. There you go. Just to spite you, I'm turning the light on. A lead pipe. I guess I'll take that with me. Ooh. Game. There's gotta be a hint of some kind that tells us what to do there. So, we are a little over 15 minutes, which is a great way to tell my recording time too, since I kind of have some stuff blocked right now and I can't really see my timer. Kind of want to let this go for a little bit longer. Old newspapers. Ah! Step through the light with me and spread the gas to the halls. Help me awaken the house so your fate can come true. 3 steps you may take before regret sets in. Does that mean that I only get 3 tries before I blow everything up? I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I think they all have to... Oh, wait, okay, I get it. So what signifies on and off? I want to say... See, if we go by the righty-tighty, lefty-loosey method, this would be off. That would be on. Okay, so we want this one to be... Okay, not that one. What are you doing? So we can just keep turning these forever, and apparently it just turns another lever off. So do we... I'm sorry? No. You know... Don't do that. Don't do that either. I want to go through the right one, not the wrong one. No. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to guess. Because why not? Apparently there's no downside to guessing. Except the lights are flickering like frickin' crazy. Do. No, not that one. I don't like that sound. That is not a good sound to me. Unless we can find the sweet spot where we like turn one of these on and then we filter it to the middle. Turn both of those. I don't know what I'm doing. What the hell am I doing here? Okay. Or maybe all of these have to be on. Maybe that's what the... Maybe, is that what the goal is? Do I have to turn all of them on? Okay, so we got the middle one on. What are we gonna do? Okay, so... Ta-da! Open sesame. Okay. Bearskin rug. Are we actually gonna do this in one sitting? Oh, jeez. Okay. Horse heads. What's up? You know what? You just face that way. I don't know what I need you for yet. What is this?
You've made it.
That is terrifying as fuck. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, a simpleton would as well. But at least I am relieved you made it to this point. I guess you and I should get a bit more acquainted, since you seem so desperate to push through. But let me reassure you, you have a long way ahead of you still. A thought occurred to me while I was rebuilding this house. This has always been the Gladsbury Manor. But as I was renovating and replacing, thought hit me. How many bricks would you say I could remove, and this would still be the fabled Gladsbury Manor? Surely the entity of the house would survive a brick or two being replaced. But what if it went further? The botanical gardens have been rebuilt from the ground up before, so no doubt that doesn't make the house lose its identity. You think it would remain the Gladsbury Manor to the very point one replaced the final brick with a new one? Or would it still be intact, even though everything was replaced? I trust you know I can't hear you, me being dead and all, by the time you hear this recording. But I still want you to think about this. How much can we lose and still be ourselves? If it applies to houses, surely it applies to us as well. Think about it. I have other things to attend to while you worm yourself out of this next room.
Okay, so we're gathering a bunch of clues. That was a really long recording, by the way, and we're at minute 20. We're gathering a bunch of clues that all go towards where each guest was sitting. And a bunch of items. So the professor hated doing dishes too. I guess we have something in common. Constable Plumford sat 3 spaces down on the professor's right side. In front of him was the compass and some water. Feel like you are missing some clues? When the waves are unruly, one must cut the sails to make it. Bottle of rum. None of the cupboards can be opened. Some wood. Alright, so as much as I would absolutely love to keep this game going for this puzzle, it's going to take me a lot longer than the 5 minutes I had planned for the rest of the video. So we're going to go ahead and cut it here, guys. This was Last Will. If you guys are interested in picking up the game for yourselves, go ahead and check the description below for a link to the Steam page where you guys can go ahead and pick it up. If you guys are interested in watching me play more of this game, maybe do a full playthrough of it, or you guys have a suggestion for another game that you think I may like, go ahead and leave a comment down below, or send a message to my Facebook or Twitter, which you can also find in the description, and if I like the idea of the game, I may just play it. But that is it for me today, guys. My name is Loganic, and thank you for watching.